I'd like to introduce you to the Slab Tool now. We can open up the Slab dialog box just like the Wall tool. It has a geometric section in the dialog box where we can create the thickness of the slab. Notice, by the way, the height of the slab, unlike the Wall tool, if I open up the Wall tool again, the height of a wall is, if you look closely, the arrow is pointing to the base of the wall. So the height of a wall is controlled to the base of that wall relative to the story it's in. Whereas if I open up the Slab tool, typically what happens in the architectural industry, slabs are denoted a height from the top surface, and so that's where this little arrow is pointing to. So the height of a slab is controlled, the height of a slab from its story is referenced to the top surface of that slab. We can show slabs on more than one story. We can choose materials, the surface, the core and the underside of slabs. Layers, we can choose a layer for the slab. It's automatically defaulted to that layer there. The thickness of a slab, and we can also control the cross section, the hatch pattern of the cross section. So if we wanted to, we could say choose concrete. So when we cut a section through that slab, it would look like concrete. And just like other things in ArchiCAD, we have a number of different ways of drawing it. So this one here creates a rectangular slab. This one here, I can change the shape of the slab. Again, holding the Shift key constrains the movement of the cursor vertically or horizontally. Okay, and I can easily create a irregular shaped slab. Back to the start, ends the slab. By the way, you can't just create three lines. If you try and finish a slab off, say with a double click, it automatically finishes the slab off in a triangular shape like that. Let's generate a 3D view, F5, and you'll see the slabs. Again, hitting O on the keyboard initiates an orbit command, and I can rotate around the site. I can see the slabs that I've just drawn and the shadows that they're casting on the site below us. Okay. Another aspect I do want to just point out while we're here is a thing called magnetism in ArchiCAD. That is, if the little magnet is on, the cursor senses where we are directly above an object. So for example, I'll turn the magnet on. You notice that the cursor turns into a magnet. It has sensed the fact that I'm over a slab. I don't have to click the edge of a slab. I can just select the slab. Okay. If the magnet is turned off, then it won't sense the slab. For me to select that slab, I actually have to move the cursor onto the edge of a slab. Notice the cursor has a little smart cursor, Mercedes-Benz symbol, and then I can select the slab. Most of the time, I prefer having the magnet on. That is, I can select objects just by clicking over the top of them, and they will select straight away. Okay, just thought I'd point that out while we're on slabs.